What's going on, guys, and welcome to bullgearrc videos. So we have the MST CMX RTR back out on the table today, and that wasn't my plans. My plans were actually to take the 2021 Ford Bronco build out for a run and do a run video, but in my travels around, I just haven't ran into a good place to do that yet. So with that being said, you know, things need to move forward, and some things just kind of happen to I guess be meant to be, and this truck seems to be one of those things. I didn't intend to buy this, really. I just found it on Craigslist. It was a really good deal, and the more I research into this particular platform, the more kind of excited I'm getting to be about it. And one of the things that I've always wanted to do, guys, was I've always wanted you know, like a Beetle Tamiya Sand Scorcher type of a crawler truck. And this chassis happens to be, the wheelbase happens to be adjustable, and it's a small tire rig, so I'm thinking this is going to be a good candidate for just such a build. And coincidentally, I was driving from point A to point B, and there was a hobby shop right off the highway, and guess what they had in stock? Check it out, check it out. Tamiya Sand Scorcher body set. So you know, I figured yeah, let's stop in here and get one of these. So yeah, it's first Tamiya body that I've ever had, and I'm thinking we're gonna build us a Tamiya Sand Scorcher crawler. Between the two, looks like we get windows, we get lenses, body, looks like we get a driver figure. This is a little thing to fill in the moon roof or sunroof, whatever you want to call it. We got the exhaust. Yeah, we got a bunch of little parts here, guys, and so this looks like body clips and hardware, body mounts. I don't know if that's going to work on this particular build, but yeah, decals. So that's the plan, guys. We are going to see if we can build us a, you know, not a sand scorcher. I guess this would be a rock scorcher. So anyhow, I guess the only way to get started is to just get started. Now I'm thinking this is, if I'm correct, this is a 150 millimeter or 250 millimeter wheelbase, and the MST CMX has a adjustable wheelbase, and one of those wheelbases happens to be 252 millimeters, which is real close. So I think the first thing we need to do is get that chassis and get it shortened to 252 millimeters and take it from there. All right, now to get this thing to the 252 millimeter wheelbase that we're looking for, and we're going to use this particular set of links. And they only provided us with these 4 links right here in the package. But check this out. These are exactly the links that we need. The links front and rear need to be the same length with the middle piece, with this piece right here. And for the 252 millimeter, we need to also install these little spacers, which we have right here. So yeah, everything that we need to do 200, well, we can do 242 as well, because that's without the spacers. With the spacers we get 252, and You know, then if we use different lengths, we get longer wheelbases. So, yeah, everything we need is right here to get this thing to a 252 millimeter wheelbase. And if we trim a couple millimeters off of a couple of these spacers, that should put us at 250 right on the money. So, that's what we're going to get into doing next. All right, I just did want to take a break for a second. I do have the upper links done, and there's something that I noticed. You see we have 242, 252, 267 millimeter wheelbases, but it doesn't say anything about the 275 millimeter wheelbase, which is what the C10 is. And that's when I noticed in the package that came with the truck, we have these two rod ends, and that's where the difference comes in, because these are the rod ends. I don't know if we can see this, but these are the rod ends that were on the 275 millimeter wheelbase. So on one end of our links, we have these longer rod ends that need to also be replaced to the shorter rod ends so that we can come out with this particular wheelbase. Just wanted to point that out, and I'll get back to it. All right, so it looks like we got our wheelbase just about where we want it. I think that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Now, there were a few extra steps involved, and let me just show you that right now. One of the things we had was, this was the back of the frame on the C10, and in the package was this short one. As we can see, the C10 stuck out substantially further in the back, so we were able to shorten the frame rails quite a bit. And when we look at our shock towers, we moved those. They were in this hole and this hole. We had to move the shock towers forward, and that took care of that part of the shortening. And then also included in the package was another drive shaft the same length as the front. If you notice on this drive shaft that was installed on the C10, we can see that the universal joint here is substantially longer. So we also installed the new drive shaft. So yeah, that's about it, guys. Now, I did take 2 millimeters off of one spacer on each end, so we made this a 250 as opposed to 252 millimeter. Suspension seems to all be still working good. So anyhow, as we can see now, let's move this around here. Up in the front, I'm assuming we're going to have to do a little bit of work with this battery tray. I don't know exactly how much further out the front end is going to be with the nose piece put on here. But yeah, that's where we're at right now, guys. I think this is going to look pretty good, pretty good. So that's where we're going to stop for today. Until next time, old Uncle Lee, bullgearrc video said, I'll see ya.